Welcome back, everyone, to the last session of the day and also of the whole online forum. And welcome, Ben Page. Thank you so much for being here for this last session. And I'm going to briefly introduce you, and then you can just take us away. So Ben Page is a forest therapy guide, counsel carrier, DJ, story weaving facilitator, and the author of several books: Healing Trees, a pocket guide to forest bathing, The Wild Garden, and The World in My Pocket. His work focuses on the philosophical ethic of non-striving and self-love as a gateway to inner peace and compassionate action. In the session that he will be facilitating, we will explore beyond doing, beyond understanding, a world without separation. Thank you again for being here, and the stage is all yours.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. So, my name is Ben Page. Thank you for having me. I kind of prepared this presentation with a fairly robust introduction. And I'm going to be presenting something that comes from the world of Zen. And in Zen, the paradox is that you can't actually talk about it. And so I found that giving a long introduction is perhaps counterproductive to what we're going to be doing today. But I thought I'd start out with a quick story, which is that many years ago, a good friend of mine gave me this book called Zen Sand. It's a collection of what are known as capping phrases. If you're familiar with Zen, you may have heard of koans. Capping phrases have a similar quality, but it's not really important for this presentation what a capping phrase is. I also just wanted to name that what we're doing today is not Zen practice. And in some circles of Zen practitioners, what I'm going to present today might be thought of as totally ridiculous. But I'm a big fan of what are known as the renegade saints in Zen. They say there are 10,000 gates, so maybe this form of ridiculousness can also produce something beyond understanding, beyond doing. So we'll call it an experiment. So today, oh, I should also mention, I was thinking about going last, that this is a long conference, and that some of you may have been listening to a lot of people. And I felt like maybe at the end, we're all just feeling really saturated. So I'm not really going to be talking a whole lot. And the point is really just to be here. So first, we're going to do a little bit of embodiment work. I think of it like meditation, breathing. Just coming back to the moment, the place. And then I'm going to offer you a few of these capping phrases. And I'm going to have a slide for each of them. The invitation is, if you have something to write with, you could just kind of write it slowly over and over. Alternatively, maybe you just want to close your eyes and recite it to yourself. The important thing is that you're not going to give yourself space to think about it. So you're going to create some sort of a process where you don't fall into analysis. You don't try to figure it out. just letting it become a part of you.
Sorry, Ben, quick interruption. Your sound is a little low. Can you speak a little louder or get a little closer to your computer?
How about now? Is that
Better,
good?
much better. Yes, thank you.
All right. So after exploring some of these phrases, we're just going to take some time to journal. And that's when all of the voice that is in response to these can emerge. So as we're sitting with the phrases, just being with them. And then afterwards, we'll have some time to just let whatever is going to come out, come out. And then I'm just going to invite you into a breakout room to share it with some folks. And that will close our experience. So you might want to turn your camera off. That's fine. Maybe beginning with just standing up. Maybe you've been sitting for a long time today. Maybe just a big reach up to the sky. And maybe a big reach down to the ground. Maybe just a little twisting at the core, just rotating the body a little bit. And maybe just giving any part of your body a little bit of a stretch that your body's asking you for. And maybe giving yourself a big hug. Great. So now finding a way to be comfortable. Maybe that's sitting or laying down. And I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes. And let's just place our attention on the breath. Just noticing the sensation of each inhale and each exhale. And placing our attention on those parts of the body that are in contact with the world around. Just noticing the sensation, what it feels like to be in contact with this world. noticing our hearts. Perhaps you want to find a way to feel your heartbeat on your chest, or perhaps your neck or your wrist. Just focusing your attention on the sensation of having this heart. And let's take one breath all together and open our eyes. So the next several slides have these phrases, and I'm just going to read it one time, and then however you want to sit with it, just remembering it's not about figuring it out. So we'll sit with each for about 90 seconds, and then we'll do like a little 30-minute or 30-second kind of palate cleanser, just coming back to the breath. So first, inside, nothing to attain. Outside, nothing to seek. And letting that go, just returning the attention to the breath. Really focusing just on the sensation of the breath. Divine powers, works of wonder, hauling water carrying wood. All right, releasing that one. Just coming back to the breath. We talk on and on of our impressions of mountain and cloud, sea and moon. And letting go of that one. Just coming back, full attention on the breath. Leaving complete perfection, enter complete perfection. and letting that one go. Just focusing back on the sensation of the breath. Last one. What place cannot be called a place of honor? And letting that one go. Finding a way to be comfortable. Just returning to the breath. Perhaps you'd like to close your eyes. Noticing the top of the head, just placing your attention there. Noticing the face. Noticing the neck. And the shoulders. Noticing the chest. And the core. Noticing your arms and your hands. Noticing your legs and your feet. Noticing the sensations of the body here in this moment. opening our eyes. If you have something to write on, just like to invite you to take a few minutes to journal. The idea with contemplative journaling is you just put your pen to the page and you just start writing and you don't think about it. And if you run out of what is coming up, then instead of thinking, you just write the same word or phrase over and over again until something else comes up. See if you can surprise yourself. So we'll do this for 4 minutes. If writing's not your thing, maybe just tell yourself a story. What's the story that is coming up for you now? All right. So finishing up whatever the last part of your story is. So now we're going to head into breakout rooms. And, I've found that somehow the wisdom of a community is always far greater than any presenter. You don't have to have any answers about what this all means beyond understanding. But I'm just going to invite you to share what you're noticing, what's coming up for you, what story do you want to tell? Just share whatever is on your heart. So Manuela is going to send you out, and then we'll come back for a few minutes. Well, welcome back, everyone. So we're coming to the close of today's presentation. Just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the work you're doing in this world. As a way of closing, we have a few minutes left, and just like to invite if there's any harvest from this experience that you want to share with the whole group. Maybe it's something that came out in journaling or in your breakout room. Anything that you want to share to feel complete. Oh, at the very last minute, I put this slide up, and now they're telling me that there's a typo in it. So my email, if you want to get in touch with me, is info@integralforestbathing.com. Manuela, do you want to help me read what's coming out of the chat?
Sure. Peacefulness and gratitude.
Or if you want to talk, you can always unmute yourself and talk.
Ben, this is Margaret Hanson. I want to deeply thank you for this amazing presentation. I'm really grateful for the, I would almost say they're koans, but they're statements on your slides, because I will keep looking at them. But what I noticed was when I was writing them on my piece of paper, and then we went into the guided meditation, that they kind of all blended together and provided some peace and stillness. So thank you. I will keep looking at them and keep journaling. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So there are other comments. A sense of spaciousness, heartfelt thanks, remembering our bodies, thanks, feeling better, thanks for a great session, much peace, pleasure. That's always amazing to be among other guides. thank you. This was a great session and much needed. We have a lot of Gitas because there is a glitch in the Zoom, so.
I'd love to speak up and express my deep appreciation to you, Ben, for this. As you know, I'm in Western North Carolina and just had my first trip out yesterday to Asheville, and seeing everything for the first time is just amazing. And I just felt such a beautiful awareness of this deep peace and the beauty that's here in nature that's so nourishing in the midst of all the destruction. And thank you especially for the contemplative writing opportunity. The last thing I wrote was all sense of separation melts into wholeness. And I'm just so grateful for this beautiful time together, and good night to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's another one, connection and community. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ben, for facilitating this session, and yeah, just give the conference a really nice ending. Very grateful to you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I want to see where Amos is.
I'm
There
here.
you are.
Mhm.
Let me just. Yeah, Amos, we're at the end of the conference. So personally, I just would like to express my gratitude, not only to everyone who attended, also to the speakers, to the presenters, and also to everyone who supported us in the background, Holly Joe, Rana, Geeta, especially, who was the leader in this project. She was the one who put all this together. Aliyah, Mish, why am I forgetting someone? So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for your support. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And I mentioned this a couple of times. We are uploading the recordings to our YouTube channel, and we will let you know once they are available. They're all there. Amos, over to you. You want to say something to close?
Well, thank you so much for co-hosting this, Manuela. And I feel like overall, my sense is that this has been a really good 3 days. We've had a lot of very interesting voices, quite a wide array of perspectives. So, sometimes you go to a conference and it's all science presentations. Sometimes it's no science presentations. We had a good mix here. So, and I really have this sense that one of the things that's happening with forest therapy is that it is evolving in divergent pathways, but they're like the limbs of a tree. They're all coming out of a similar trunk of some kind. And I had that sense here that we were listening to some of the voices of the diverging pathways and some of the voices feeding the roots, and maybe those aren't separate voices. So I really enjoyed this, and I look forward to doing another one. I kept having ideas for, let's do this theme next time, but maybe having a theme isn't exactly right. So I feel like I really met some wise people among our speakers, and people who had the wisdom of their heart really alive. So thank you. I think
Great.
that's it for me, Manuela. That's my little closing statement.
Great. Thank you so much. And well, have a great start of the week.